Hello, Afrotech. I am Donna Peters, a Vice President of Engineering at American Express. I lead an organization of about 200 plus software engineers working across a variety of technology stacks. I drive the technology strategy, coordinating between technology, business, and the product teams. I am responsible for the applications that empower our customer care professionals with the tools used to provide service to our customers. In addition, I enjoy giving back to my community, working with local schools and nonprofit organizations to encourage young boys and girls to become engineers. At American Express, our vision is to provide the world's best customer experience every day. And in doing that, this year we ranked #1 in JD Power Customer Satisfaction Survey. I've had a long career at American Express, and what has allowed me to be successful is my ability to be creative at addressing problems and building highly functioning teams. I'm here with you today to share how, at a 170-year-old company, I have been able to create a culture of innovation that permeates into how we build our products. So, what is innovation? Here's how I define it. It's the ability to reimagine how we address common day problems or solve problems we did not even know existed. I break innovation into three main buckets. Run the business. This is where you make your current processes, products, and services more effective and efficient. Have you ever inherited a point of departure application and just didn't have a business case to rebuild from the ground up? This is where there's opportunity to streamline. Streamline your existing processes within the application that will result in benefit to your business. Grow the business is expanding on your core capabilities to new markets or create new capabilities to serve your core market. It's that continuous improvement of an existing product. An example that comes to mind is the American Express Rose Gold card. It's a metal card with a unique rose gold color. This was first offered for a limited time, and I had a serious case of fear of missing out, FOMO. It is now part of our regular card offering. For your business, though, this is where you expand or improve upon your current product offering. The last bucket, reinvent the business. This is the category that we hear about the most. Creating an entirely new business opportunity for new faces, spaces, or places. Now, just when you think not much more can be done with a credit card, this year, American Express introduced the Prada X Amex Centurion payment bracelet in the UK. This is so cool. Can you imagine making a payment with your Prada bracelet? Now, we've talked a lot about innovation, and this is easier said than done. How do you or your organization continuously think outside of the box to create innovative products? You do that by creating a culture that demands it. Let me share with you a framework that I have used in my organization to create a culture of innovation that materializes into the products that we develop. You start with your most valuable asset, your people. You hire the right people and you cultivate your existing talent. Here, you also identify your influencer because these are the individuals that would drive that culture throughout the organization. Next, process. Now, process can either get in the way of innovation or promote it. So you want to adopt the right development approach. Here at American Express, we use scaled agile framework, and that allows us to respond quickly to market changes and emerging opportunities with innovation. We also do our innovation sprints design sprints, design thinking, which is both a problem definition and problem solving method. We also have hackathons. We have many hacks throughout the year, but we have one big company wide hack once a year. And this is where the most brilliant minds across the company come together to solve a challenge. Actually, I'm judging that event right now. Next, you want to ensure that you have sponsorship. So identify your senior leader sponsors across your stakeholder groups. That will be technology, product, and the business. You want to get support from the grassroots, but also from your senior leaders, and that's where they provide that sponsorship. Now, innovation can be stifled if employees feel like they will be reprimanded for failing. Then they will be afraid to try something new. So empower your people. Allow your employees to make mistakes and learn from them. Allow your employees time for innovation. Now, by that, I don't mean every Thursday from 1 to 2 o'clock, you're giving them time for innovation. What I mean is allowing them the flexibility to be innovative. Your employees also need to know and feel like this is important to you. So reward them. Recognize employees for their creativity, successes, failures, and courage. Let's take a look at how Amex thinks about servicing. To us, this is the core of what we do. At American Express, we travel innovation efforts across the organization towards achieving our vision of the best customer experience. In this spectrum, we start with the basics. Level one, we resolve the customer needs. This is just table stakes. This is expected. As we go through this spectrum, we add more servicing for our customers. So at level two, we solve for the customer needs in the most efficient way. At level three, we predict the need of the customer to initiate an action. And level four, though, this is where we go all out. We want to meet the customer where they are, providing them choices to engage with us. That could be mobile, chat, web, or phone. We empower them with self-servicing, and we also predict and proactively address their needs. This is that wow moment. Now, business is so competitive these days that just resolving the needs of a customer is no longer enough. You want to strive for that level four, which will ensure that you build a lasting relationship or that repeat customer. Let's take a look at how we have used innovation to deliver on servicing. This example that I'm about to share is a combination of the 5 pillars of the culture of innovation come to life, creating that wow moment. Meet Emily, a card member of American Express. Emily receives a notification alerting her of a suspicious transaction. She opens her mobile app to get more details. You could just imagine how worried Emily must be. From the app, she presses the click to call link. Emily is immediately routed to a customer care professional, bypassing the voice response system. She's greeted by a customer care professional named Ben. During the conversation with Ben, she opted for SMS notification to stay up to date. Now, a few days later, Emily text messaged the chat bot for an update. Moments later, Ben called Emily to speak with her and share the status. On the surface, this seems like a simple exchange, right? Let's unpack what really took place behind the scenes. Looking at this slide, there's a lot going on. It's just remarkable how advanced technology went into the simple exchange. This was done iteratively, though. We listened to our customer, we observed them, and all of these ideas were born from a culture of innovation brought to life. In the story of Emily, look at the complexity behind that interaction. It started with a payment alert. Then Emily used her mobile and the chat box. All of these events went through our streaming analytics. We had the real time parsing of data. Our AI and MI models predicted the engagement was dispute related. We predicted that it was fraud. So when Emily called in, she's directly taken to Ben. We had a seamless authentication because she called in from her mobile phone. And we provided our customer care professional a 360 view of Emily's situation. So here we had that proactive versus reactive. We proactively engage with the customer. We proactively seek to respond to her needs. We also had that simultaneous channel interaction. We knew why the card member was calling, and she was able to move seamlessly through the various channels. And when she called, we had that focus and prioritize engagement. Ben knew Emily. She knew why she was calling. He also knew why Emily was engaging with us. Now, we talked about the culture being the core to innovation. But when you have a well-defined strategy, which is best customer experience, this is the core of our servicing. The preventive servicing, proactive, and customer-centric journeys, where the customer is the core of what we do. And we have a culture of innovation, which encompasses the people, process, sponsorship, empowerment, and reward, and the technology to enable it. This is when we succeed. This is when we have the wow moments. Now, as you think about creating a culture of innovation, let me leave you with a few nuggets to guide you. Listen to and observe your customers and your employees. This will ensure you solve the right problem and identify new ones. Your employees are change agents to the culture, your most valuable asset. And last, don't lose the entrepreneur spirit. It allows you to stay curious and seek out change. American Express has reinvented itself many times throughout our 170-year history. Innovation is in our DNA. Thank you.